Hey guys, HDvee here. Now, as we all know, Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver have just been re-released on the Nintendo 3DS as a virtual console, and myself, like many other Pokemon fans across the globe, are super excited about it. The nostalgia for the games is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to play Pokemon Gold and Silver because Johto is actually my favourite region. However, being very old games, there are actually a lot of mistakes and glitches found within Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver. So, with that being said, today's video goes over 15 huge mistakes found in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver. Don't hesitate to drop a comment down below about the video and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to also leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and follow my Twitter to hear updates about the channel. Both of those links can be found in the description down below. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you guys enjoy. Okay, so one mistake found in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is that the internal batteries would constantly die. I remember personally having Pokemon Silver as a kid and having a really good team. I completed all of Kanto, I beat Red and everything like that, had an amazing team, and then one day I literally clicked on, just went on Pokemon Silver just to play my daily dose of Gen 2, clicked on it, and the continue option was just not there. Like, my heart pretty much stopped at that moment for a good 10 seconds. I turned off my Game Boy, off and on, didn't do anything, tried, giving it a little blow because, as we all know, that definitely works in these situations, didn't work, and the realization that my game had just, died and corrupted and it just wouldn't save anymore, so I could never actually, I've still got the cartridge, I can't actually play on that game. I can click a new game, but it just doesn't save, so that is definitely one huge mistake in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver. Another mistake found in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is actually when you're battling Lance. So as we all know, Lance is the champion of, Gold and Silver, and when you actually battle him in the champion room, he uses 3 Dragonites in the battle, which, isn't everyone's favourite because Dragonite is a very strong Pokemon, especially in Generation 2, and Generation 1 of course, but 2 of them are actually level 47, and the other one is level 50. However, Dragonair can't actually evolve into Dragonite until it is level 55, so somehow Lance has been breeding these dragons to be extra strong to be able to evolve into its final form way before the actual level. Another mistake in Pokemon Gold and Silver is to do with Lance, and when you reach the champion room in Pokemon Gold, you have to defeat his Pokemon of course, but his 4th one, Aerodactyl, knows the move Rock Slide, and Aerodactyl couldn't learn this move in Generation 1 or 2, and it does not appear as a TM in this generation, so again, Lance bending the rules to be able to defeat you as the champion. Another mistake in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is at the Ruins of Alph. When you solve your first stone puzzle, you fall down to the ruins where there is a strange presence. Now, you can encounter Unknown here, which is obviously a Pokemon. After this, you tell the scientists nearby about them and help them solve the puzzle. However, if you make it out of the ruins without actually seeing any Unknown, then talk to the scientists, they still actually know about them, even though you haven't seen them, so that's a bit of a mistake in my opinion. Our next mistake in the Generation 2 games is near the beginning of the game, you tell a policeman the name of a boy who has stolen a Pokemon, which of course is your rival. If you click end straight away without actually putting in a name, the officer will say, okay, so Silver was his name. Even though this is a default setting of the game that is chosen when you press end, there is nothing in the story to explain how he knows the name of the boy. Our next mistake in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is to do with eggs. So when going into a Pokemon Center with 5 Pokemon and 1 egg, when healing the Pokemon, 6 Pokeballs will show up on the machine. But how can there be 6 Pokeballs if one's in an egg? Our next mistake in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is to do with our good old pal, the bug catching contest. Now, in the Japanese versions of the Generation 2 games, if the player uses Fly or Teleport to leave the national park during a bug catching contest, the game actually creates unstable Pokemon data. Our next mistake in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is to do with the Cerulean Gym. Now, this bug was actually carried over from Pokemon Red, Green and Blue. in Cerulean Gym, the water tiles actually have wild Pokemon data programmed in, which allows players to fish Pokemon. It was already corrected in Pokemon Yellow and it was fixed again in Pokemon Crystal, but what I don't understand is, if it was corrected in Pokemon Yellow, why couldn't they just carry that across into Pokemon Gold and Silver? I don't know, just kind of boggles my mind a little bit. Our next mistake in the Generation 2 games is actually to do with catching Pokemon. Now, as we all know, when you inflict a status condition on a Pokemon, it makes the Pokemon easier to catch, such as like a burn, paralysis, poison, sleep, you get the idea. However, in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver, the status conditions of paralysis, burn and poison increase the catch rate by 0 as opposed to by 5. So actually inflicting any of those conditions on a Pokemon doesn't actually make it any easier to catch, which in my opinion is a massive mistake when you're trying to catch like the legendaries or something. Now, our next mistake for the Generation 2 games is actually quite a big one. Now, as we all know, Quirk made Pokeballs out of apricorns, but unfortunately a lot of those balls didn't really do anything in helping to catch wild Pokemon. Now, the Love Ball is supposed to be able to help you catch Pokemon of the opposite gender. However, it only gains a catch rate of 8 multiplied on Pokemon of the same gender and species as the player's Pokemon, rather than on Pokemon of the opposite gender. So it actually helps you catch Pokemon of the same gender instead of the opposite. So it's kind of weird, because if you're going to implement something to help you catch a Pokemon of the opposite gender, it's weird to think that it actually helps you catch the Pokemon of the same gender. I don't know, it just kind of is a massive flaw. Also, the Moon Ball is supposed to multiply the catch rate by 4 on Pokemon that evolve with Moonstones, but instead does this on Pokemon that evolve with Burn Heal. And as we all know, you can't evolve a Pokemon using a Burn Heal, so consequently, the Moon Ball does not have any additional effect and always acts like a Pokeball. And finally, the Fast Ball is supposed to quadruple the catch rate against all wild Pokemon that can flee, which was a mechanic unique to Generation 2. But only does this for 3 of them, which is Magnemite, Grimer and Tangela. So really, this main feature added to Pokemon Gold and Silver with all these new Pokeballs didn't actually really help you catch any of the Pokemon that they were intended to. Our next mistake in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is actually known as the Ditto Assumption. Now, any Pokemon that uses the move Transform is regarded as a Ditto in its new form. This means that if the player catches a Mew or a glitch Pokemon which has used the move Transform, or a Pokemon which has used Transform via Mirror Move, instead they will actually obtain a Ditto. However, Mew turning into Ditto is not really an issue because wild Mew obviously can't be legitimately caught in Pokemon Gold and Silver. In Pokemon Crystal, this bug only affects Sketch because Mirror Move will obviously fail against Transform. The next mistake for Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is actually to do with Delibird's present and the damage that is received from it. So in Pokemon Gold and Silver, the move present has a damage formula of its own. This causes the level, attack and defense variables of the regular damage formula to be replaced. Thus, the move deals usually large or small amounts of damage depending on the Pokemon. Additionally, Present calculates type effectiveness twice, which causes Present to only inflict a quarter of the normal damage against Rock and Steel type Pokemon, so bit unlucky if you're going up against one of them with your Delibird. Our next mistake in the Generation 2 games is known as the Pursuit Revival glitch. Now in Gold, Silver and Crystal, using a Revive, Max Revive or Rare Candy on a Pokemon that fainted from Pursuit after a switch will revive the Pokemon with the status it had before fainting, such as Burn, Paralysis, Poison or Sleep. This applies both to healing in and healing outside of battle. Our next mistake for Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is known as the Shiny Transform Switch glitch. If a transformed Pokemon defeats a trainer's Pokemon and the player switches it out to a shiny Pokemon when prompted to, the transformed Pokemon will actually have a shiny palette while being switched out. This, however, does not happen if the player switches the Pokemon out normally. Our final mistake for Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver is known as the InterRegional Teleport Quirk. Now, if the player travels to either Kanto or Johto in the SS Aqua and then teleports, he or she will be taken to either Vermilion or Olivine Pokemon Center, as opposed to the last Pokemon Center they used in either region. This does not occur with the Magnet Train. If the player loses a battle during their trip, they will be sent to their cabin instead. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it, and found out some pretty cool glitches and mistakes that you may not have known about. If you did enjoy the video though, please do leave a like, I would really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, I would also love to hear your guys' opinions too on this subject, so be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I do have a couple top 5s coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you have the time, and also subscribe if you like my content. That's everything from me though, so thank you so much for watching guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next video.